need 2 bedrooms too many. Don't need a lawn that's free of weeds. I just want someone to sit with who doesn't mind my company. When I drink too much and cry out loud, when I get worked up, you talk me down. Stick with me, heaven or hell bound. Honey, I need you right where you are. Do-si-do and shoot the star. Never too far, honey, I need you right where you are. Where you are, honey, I need you right where you are.
Rubber to the road, I'm going home. What to look forward to, I just don't know. Give me a moment, just a few minutes, to take my boots off in a blanket of silence. Give me a moment before you even speak. I can't be kind to us without a drink. And I know that baby will be coming soon. I can almost hear it crying too. I was born a grown man, a child, a father of 2. What is this life if I ain't got time? What is this love if I ain't got enough? What is this life if I ain't got time? What is this love if I ain't got enough? Get up before the dawn, I don't need an alarm. I can't stand this storm without first some calm. Please don't wake 'em up. Get dressed without a sound. They'll need more from me if I don't get out. I can keep a job, they only want my hands. Of course, could you, would you, but no one ever asked me. What do you wanna do with your life? What do you wanna do with yourself? No one ever asked me to look outside when I was out. What is this life if I ain't got time?
I'm not fit for these walls, fit for me to climb. You wore me out, 'cause you've been running me around. After all I've sweat, criticize me when I sit down. No matter what I do, leave me out of your heart and mind. 'Cause I'm fit for these walls, fit for me to climb. Perhaps in my younger days could have kept up with a woman like you. I've been hurt a few times. You don't care what I've been through. Your expectations for me could have been met when I was in my prime. 'Cause I'm fit for these walls, fit for me to climb. Say that you love me, that I only worry. I only worry when my gut tells me that something just isn't right. I'm fit for these walls, I'm in, oh, I'm never like my feet on the ground. In case I get swept up, I just smile. Ask you for what is yours. Just know that I already gave you mine. I'm not fit for these walls, but for me to climb.
Courses at the college I attended as a brat, 'cause no one goes bananas about a life in Indiana. Found so many highs and lows for a place so flat. I don't blame it on the weather, I just get myself together enough to make it through another crazy day. I don't say it like I mean it, since I only wanna scream it. Living life is always harder when you're sane. So take these good intentions, throw them in the trash can. Lose my inhibitions, gonna be a bad man. Why'd they make the good life so damn hard to do? Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you. intentions, throw them in the trash can. Lose my inhibitions, gonna be a bad man. Why'd they make the good life so damn hard to do? Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you. I get tired of trying to figure out all the stuff I think about instead of sleeping in my bed at night. And that bread that wasn't leaven never got me close to heaven, whether all that wine I drank was red or white. Can't tell another story if I only aim for glory and the stars never align the way I hoped. So I didn't get to win it, but there's a million ways to finish. Where am I gonna leave this pile of lazy bones? So take these good intentions, throw them in the trash can. Lose my inhibitions, gonna be a bad man. Why'd they make the good life so damn hard to do? Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you. Oh darling, there's a bad man loving you.
I know a little spot around Monticello. We go to pitch the 10 pots of rock and roll. They pick and grin and chicken jimmy and singing hello. So bring booze, smokes, food, bring your dancing shoes. We cruise with all our troubles in the rear view. Through the country, all the lovely is there waiting for you. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. It's really something like a loving with no judgment and nobody got no mind to pay. Alright. So till dawn we gonna watch a fire till it's gone. We turned on by the guitar, by the sad song. Am I awake, or am I dreaming? Later on we gonna turn it up and howl at the moon. We consume by the bar or ballroom. We pick it up and put it down, grooving to the new tune. 'Cause one day this place is gonna have a different energy. And one day this place is gonna be a memory. And someday was always coming that way to take me something. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. Yeah. It's really something like a loving with no judgment and nobody got no mind to pay. And then you make it with lay in the blanket and watch the whole world end till the sun come up until we meet again. Thank God
All right. Boy, it's Saturday night.
Hello.
Hello. That was Big Daddy Pride and his East Side 5. That song's called Hog Shoot. Super honored by Dave and his lovely song there. But the production on that turned out really good. I was talking with Dave last week. We were up at the Rose Bowl Tavern. We were socially distanced, 6 feet apart, and we had a chance to play a few songs off of his new upcoming record.
Indeed.
That's one of them. I think I might play one more again tonight. I just can't get enough of them, Dad. Been jamming them on my drive when I go down to school, whenever I'm in the car. It's sounding real good, so I think props to Big Daddy and the rest of the East Side 5 and Matt Winslow, who I think did the production on all that
Isn't
stuff.
it just the East Side 4, technically?
Well, you know, this is up for debate. I think I read in the Smile Politely article that there is an unofficial fifth member. I think it's Peasley. I think it's Mark, up at the Rose Bowl Tavern. Man of many duties about town, but I think he was maybe hanging out there. We'll have to get a verification from Dad about that if that's true.
And we will report back
but we
and
will
to
report
inform
back.
you because we're professional reporters here. On
But
the
you know,
radio
like
station.
these names are always—they're just figures of terms of art in a way. The Ben Folds 5 had only 3 people in it, so there's a precedent.
Of
for
course,
this,
and
I
there
think.
could always be a ghost.
There could be a ghost.
You never know.
Spooky.
So I mean, we don't know for
Yeah.
sure. So
Hey,
we'll have to verify, and we'll have to do a full. Maybe one of our episodes just needs to be news report.
News report?
Yeah,
like
just
local news about town?
No local news about town, and we need to report on who the 5th member of the East Side 5 is,
well,
right?
Okay, first bit of news. I'm about halfway through my first Busch Light tonight.
Wonderful.
We're going to try and warm up. But the ghost talk, that was spooky, but
I'm not sure how spooky it was, but regardless, I have a good friend out there in the universe. His name is Jake Fletchley.
Fifth.
He's
Yeah. I'm told
I'm
the
sorry.
5th member. I'm sorry to interrupt,
please.
Aaron.
You've interrupted.
Breaking news. You were just saying we need to have like the finger on the pulse of the town. The 5th member of the East Side 5 apparently is Boyd Nighthawk, and so a lot of you maybe have heard Boyd's work. He features on a few Neoga Blacksmith records. He's a really low-profile guy, so you'll never see a picture of him. But he can shred that electric guitar. So, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Boyd Nighthawk, the 5th member.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, you'll believe it when you see it. Speaking of spooky, this is what I was getting at. We have a friend out there.
And I was getting to this.
Okay,
actually.
I'm sorry.
We have a friend out there named Jake Fletchley, who is actually the founding member of the Tractor Kings, and we have promised him a tarot reading.
Yeah, that's
so
what
who's feeling spooky?
That's what I was thinking. I was feeling a little bit spooky. We can, kind of reach into like the dark occult forces that surround us all every day, and we should all thank, our Dark Lord above for, every day that we have in this hellacious, cold, frozen tundra here in central Illinois. I don't know about you guys, but things have been feeling a little grim, a little dark lately. We hope that these tarot cards that we pulled, though, tonight for Jake bring us a little bit of good cheer, some good fortune, maybe some good things along the way. So, Jake, we hope you're doing okay out there. I haven't spoken to you in a while, but I think we'll probably try and play some of the new Tractor Kings record tonight if we can get away with it. We might play some old Tractor Kings tracks, but I'm just going to shuffle the cards here, give them a quick kind of leaf through. You can hear them there, I hope.
Regardless,
tell what's
Jake, we're
happening.
due for a chatteroo, so we'll do that soon. But in the meantime, we'll do a tarot card reading.
Yes. Well,
So we're gonna ask you to kind of think towards southern Urbana.
right around kind of the Meadowbrook Park area. You
Yeah,
can kind of
just
laser
channel your
focus right over
energy.
there. We're in the Page Palace, and so I'm going to cut the deck for you, Jake. I'm going to restack it, and then this card on the top is going to be yours. So let's just turn this over and see what we've got. Oh my! Oh no! Oh no! Jake, it's the Devil card.
Which is actually a good card.
Is it a good card?
It is. I mean,
I think Death is supposed to be good. I think the Devil might not be so good.
I'm not sure that you know your tarot.
I don't know my tarot. That's kind of the whole conceit of this segment. I don't know anything about tarot. I don't know what else I can say about this card. I can describe it for you. It's the devil. He's sitting there. He's got his right hand raised. He's got these ram's horns. At his feet are two nude people, a man and a woman. I don't know. It might be supposed to be Adam and Eve, I think, but they're like chained together. Reminds me of the Tenacious D album cover. I don't know if people remember the Tenacious D album, which, by the way, I think still fucking cooks. I listened to that recently. But anyway,
Well, I promise
Jake,
you that this isn't an entirely dark card.
It's the
'Cause,
devil
you
card,
know,
okay.
One might think that this is the darkest card you can get, but it really isn't. While this card does represent your shadow, you know, the darker side and the negative forces that constrain you and hold you back from being the best version of yourself, it doesn't necessarily mean that.
yeah.
It often appears when you've been tricked momentarily into thinking that you have no control over your shadow, but you overcome it. You have no, like, this idea that you don't have any ability to
Well,
break
the devil
free
is
from the
absolute
hold.
freedom, right? That's like the whole mythology
Right, so
of
like you have this,
the
like
devil,
you're
Satan.
tricked into thinking that like you have all this freedom to do whatever the fuck you
Sure.
want, but then you realize you take a step back and you can break free from that hold. You believe you need it and you must have it, even if it means going against what you know to be right and to abstain from it. And you still resist. Deep down, though you know it is to your detriment, and you're only doing yourself a disservice when you cave into the lower needs and desires. You break free of these negative patterns. You need to acknowledge the hold they have over you and the impact they are having on your life. I'm not sure if I want to read the next part of what I
No?
pulled up. Yeah, it might.
Okay.
It might. You know, but I don't
We're
think.
censoring the show now? I
No,
mean,
we're not censoring it. For example, the first step of Alcoholics Anonymous is an
Okay.
admission.
Well,
We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable.
it's no secret that Jake is a teetotaler. That's the word for somebody who's given up alcohol, I believe. But he's had his own.
Just for the record,
Yeah.
my role model. My
Of
personal
course,
role
yeah.
model.
I think it takes a lot of willpower, a lot of strength. I admire Jake for that. He's just the
Absolutely.
chillest guy in the world. So, it's maybe not such a bad reading.
But let me finish.
Oh, I'm
this
so
reading.
sorry.
You interrupted
There's more.
me.
Wait, there's more.
There is more. The devil can also represent sexuality in your wild side. You may be exploring bondage, fetishes, and your
Jake.
deepest, darkest fantasies. If you can do this within a safe and sacred space, it can be a very enriching experience. However, it has the potential to turn into something that may be unsafe or detrimental. But with your wisdom, you will be able to set clear boundaries. Choose your partners wisely.
Okay, I'm blushing over here, Jake. I'm turning beet red. Hey, I guess if you want to tell us a little bit about, any of your sexual explorations of late, like, go ahead, enter that in the chat. I'm sure we would all love to be up to date on this. So I don't, that's fun. I was feeling a little dark. I think that's definitely lifted my spirits. I don't know about you.
Your spirit should be lifted because
Yeah.
this is actually not the most negative card. No card is inherently negative the same way that no life event is inherently negative because there's
Well,
meaning to be
100%.
found.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know where to go from there. I guess we ought to go back into playing some music. Let me play one more song of Dad Pride's.
Absolutely.
Then we'll probably play some Tractor Kings in a little bit. We'll play a bunch of other stuff. If you have requests, you can go ahead and drop them into the chat. If anybody does want to call in and be a guest tonight, we can shoot the shit with you. You know the number. Other than that, we hope you're staying warm. You're laughing at me, and I don't know why, but
He's talking to me,
yeah, she's laughing.
not
at
the
me.
internet or the
Not
computer.
the internet or anything. Well, we should play some devil music. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Let me pull something up here. Somebody had the right idea, and I can't believe, this is the sign of just a piss poor radio host that I didn't pick up the cue on this. Let's play a little devil music. I think we're going to play some Penny Horses right now. And this is from their big farewell show, recorded as an album called Let's Call It Off, live at the Cowboy Monkey. Folks, we got to get on our devil's shoes.
cure. Feeling so certain, feeling so sure that I got all of my reasons and that I'm a decent human being. You keep repeating all your evidence. The righteous man ain't ever been convinced that with no fear of the edge, I can float on the breeze, high above the regret. They got no weight on me. Yeah, I'm gonna be alright. You know that reefer helped me sleep at night. Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Find a cure for the heartache. There ain't no freedom singing rock and roll. Still hallelujah, bless that lucky soul. Can live and breathe it on that shit pay. Can still believe it when the hair's gray. You gotta be good when it's better to be lucky. You sing about love when you know that it's money that makes the world spin round, that makes us plan ahead, that makes us forget them times that your mama said, or you better slow down, 'cause you're moving too fast, you can't understand. She said, or you better look up, 'cause you won't know where to go until you know where you've been. 'Cause the devil got a plan for you. Better recognize what's true. Only one thing's for certain, and time lets us know. When age fades our beauty, God dug that hole. And everybody tries to fill it up. They never knowing if and what is enough. But still the world spins around, you gon' be okay if you can remember them times when your mama said, you ever give up? 'Cause I ain't raised no quitter when the times they get tough. Yeah. And if you ever forget, baby, just listen to your heartbeat echoing back. No, you gotta recognize the truth, David. So the devil got a plan for you.
of God, it'll put you in the ground. And hallelujah, all the choirs sing, but hallelujah, it don't seem to mean a goddamn thing to me. Ash to ash and dust to dust returns. I got an 82 Ford and half a paycheck left to burn. I got a heart tattoo and a banner without a name. I spent the rest on booze and I drank till the sky turned gray. Acid rain and ashes in my hair. I light another cigarette, blow the smoke up like a prayer. And to the pillars, the smoking fire behind the fence. It don't leave no place but to where we already been. And hallelujah, all the choirs sing, but hallelujah, it don't seem to mean a goddamn thing to me. I'm gonna leave this life with the blood still in my veins. I'm gonna ride into the night with my hands still on the reins. And if I see Jesus Christ, bloody teardrops in his eyes, I'll pass him my flask and we'll drink till the dark turns light. And hallelujah, all the angels sing. And hallelujah, it don't seem to mean a goddamn thing to me. And hallelujah, all the people sing. And hallelujah, it don't seem to mean a goddamn thing to me.
This is our last song. It's called God-Shaped Hole. Got a God-shaped hole in my soul. Got a God-shaped hole in my soul. Got a God-shaped hole, so God, you better get here. I got a God-shaped hole in my soul. Woo! Got worried and troubled thoughts. Got worried and troubled thoughts. Well, I'm worried and troubled, so God, you better get here. I got worried and troubled thoughts. Long lost lover on my mind. I got a long lost lover on my mind. Got a long lost love, so God, you better get here. I got a long lost lover on my mind. I'm gonna beg that lover to come back home. I'm gonna beg that lover to come on back home. Gonna beg that lover to come, so God, you better get here. I'm gonna beg that lover to come on back home. Thank you. We are Angie Heaton and the Fights.
Well, there you heard it, folks. There was a rock block of devil and God-themed songs of all sorts, I think.
Well, I don't know about you, Brad, but I've always had a God-shaped hole in my heart.
I think I knew that about you, yeah.
I mean, you know, I
You ain't-
always, you know, my one time, my mom, when I was a kid, and we were going to synagogue all the time, I said to her, you know, I don't really know about this God guy. And she said to me, listen, it's actually a gift to have faith, right?
Sure, yeah.
And some people got it and some people don't. And I was just such a small kiddo that I couldn't understand the profundity of it. And now knowing both of my parents are atheists,
Yeah.
you know, it makes a lot of sense to me because I think they both always wished that they had faith
Yeah.
to some extent because in many ways that
It
provides
lightens the
comfort.
load a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah, I can imagine.
course.
That's true. Well, you know.
Angie found so much meaning in everything as a result of
She
her,
absolutely
her
did,
faith,
yeah. So Angie was just a beautiful person. We miss her, you know, a great deal. But that was her and the Fights back at the Chute Opry, I think in the year 2018 or 19. I don't even know what year we're in anymore. What year are we?
It's 2021 at the moment.
Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible news. This is awful news.
Well, just take
What
a
happened?
take a deep breath. You don't need to. You don't need.
Okay.
You don't need to panic about anything.
Oh,
but
man.
Regardless, I think that it might be time to do a We Don't Know Tarot segment.
Well, we could do a we don't know tarot segment. You know, I don't know if do we have anybody in mind that we want to do a reading for?
Well, you know, Brad, I could use a reading.
You could use a reading? Really?
I could.
Okay. Well, you're going to do the reading for yourself?
No,
You're gonna, okay.
you'll do the reading for
I'll do
me.
the reading for I have to read now too? Okay. Well, since I'm picking up a lot of duties, tell you what, I will read, but you have to do the cutting and the shuffling of your own cards since you're here.
Indeed.
Right? Okay. I'm going to grab your computer.
Can you guys
So,
hear it?
I think they can hear it. I don't know. I have the new age music that's piped in underneath us. We can't hear the music, but you can, which makes it extra kind of magical for me when I go back through and I listen to this 5 times throughout the week. Gotta get those view numbers up. Gotta get that view count up. All right, you got it there? All right.
I'm
So,
ready.
Did you want to cut the card yourself? Cut the deck there?
I will.
You can kind of just see it in the corner
I
of
mean,
the frame. What do you?
I've never gotten a reading live on the air.
Not live on the air, no?
I think it's due time.
Okay, I think it's probably about time. Really get candid here on I Don't Know Tarot. Brought to you by Page Roasting. Okay. Ooh. This is a nice looking card. The Chariot. The Chariot. On the Chariot card, we see, kind of like a gladiator who is he's sitting on this chariot. He's got. I'm trying to look things up. Aaron, describe the card for me. What does this card look like? I'm gonna look up your cards.
So
We're
we
switch
have
roles here.
a nobleman. Like, think back to Ben-Hur. Yeah. Charlton Heston, actually, fun fact.
He was a nobleman. I don't know how
No,
Heston.
he's not
but
actually that noble.
Heston
because
was not, but
he-
Ben-Hur.
He was. Ben-Hur was, but Heston actually graduated from the same high school that I went
Oh
to.
yeah, New Trier.
Fun fact.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Regardless, so we have a man riding a chariot, and in front we have 2 sphinxes. One is black with white stripes, and one is white with black stripes. In front of the chariot, we have a winged symbol. In the background, we have a city.
Okay, let's get this back on the board here so that everybody else can see it. I found it here. Would you like me to read it for you? Yeah?
Of course, I would.
You've asked me to. We're gonna switch the roles here, so I'll read your card for you. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. We've got a boom mic problem. Aaron, the Chariot Tarot card shows a brave warrior standing inside a chariot. He wears armor decorated with crescent moons, representing what is coming into being, a tunic with a square, the strength of will, and other alchemical symbols, spiritual transformation. The laurel and star crown signals victory, success, and spiritual evolution. Although he appears to be driving the chariot, The charioteer holds no reins, just a wand like the magician's, symbolizing that he controls through the strength of his will and mind. The charioteer stands tall. There's no sitting down for this guy, as he's all about taking action and moving forward. Above his head is a canopy of 6 pointed stars, suggesting his connection to the celestial world and the divine will. In front of the vehicle sits a black and white sphinx, representing duality, positive and negative, and, at times, opposing forces. Note how the sphinxes are pulling in opposite directions, but the charioteer uses his willpower and sheer resolve to steer the chariot forward in the direction he wants. Behind the chariot flows a wide river, symbolic of the need to be in flow with the rhythm of life, while also charging ahead towards your goals and intentions. Aaron, there's your reading. The Chariot. The Chariot. Pretty good card.
Right, girl.
A card of like agency and action. I think of good things to come. So like, what are you going to do to take charge like in the next week? What are you going to work on? What are you going to use that positive energy for? Any ideas?
I'll probably do some
Roast
coffee
a bunch of
roasting.
coffee. Yeah.
Repaint the chalkboard.
You got a bunch of new shipments of coffee in this past week that
Indeed,
were not
and
expected
our
to
dear
come.
friend Clayton Deering had to deal with a major coffee problem after I departed. So thank you, Clayton.
Clayton's a strapping guy, and he definitely, he helps you out a lot there at the shop when you get these deliveries
Absolutely.
in. Can't say too many nice things
I think that my
about Clayton.
intentions for the week are cooking more, sleeping more self-care.
Those are good goals. I think generally speaking in any week, right? Those are things that we want to do. Cooking more, sleeping more, and more self-care.
Yeah.
Good idea. Well, Aaron, what should we listen to next? Do you have any ideas?
I think I always want to listen to Keno.
You want to listen to Kenna? Cool. Should we listen to the new, like the super aggro, new Sweet Milk song, Spit It Out?
Oh, yeah.
I love that song. It's rock and roll. We're kind of in a rock and roll
Let's
mood
do it.
tonight. Ready to go?
Yep.
Cool. All right, here it is. Sweet Milk. The song's called Spit It Out.
If every part of you's performative, then each and every ounce of you's a cumulative. And who the hell would really want a piece of it? Conservative, comparative bullshit. Every action is demonstrative, so each and every fire is indicative. Keep the call to evolve past the primitive, competitive, dissociative bullshit. Bet you only to believe you the one you said. It's just like my teeth. There's something rotten just beneath. Just like these streets. Shit for veins just beneath the surface. Spit it up. Spit it up. Where'd you get that sweet mouth? Bet you only to believe when you say. Just pigs in clothes, sniffing out the gold. We're well-dressed pros, shoving shit up our nose and down our throats. Spit it up, spit it up. Where'd you get that sweet mouth? Bet you only to believe you were born to say.
house.
Well, I've had more than enough of all this heartache. Girl, I've taken way too much LSD. Again, it's free and easy, breezy night. Every time you leave, I'm still somewhere beyond the ocean, inside a scarecrow, between the corns I talk and love's I love. We're spineless creatures just giant out on the great beach, like the late great grandparents or grandkids up at a if you believe it's free and easy, breezy day. Every time she leaves my mind, just stares beyond the ocean, inside a scarecrow,
just in time to watch it roll by. The last one for the night. Guess I rest here in the station. You know I've never seen Dayton in the light. Hey there, buddy, can I borrow your cell phone? There's no booth here anymore, and I memorized the number to some area code you've never seen before. And if you're worried I want to steal it, here, take both my shoes. Where I'm heading, it's just too far to walk, but I need to get to where it is I'm going to. Because my heart it's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through. You know, I'm really glad that you picked up. We're both so difficult to reach. And I've been having a rough go too, but I didn't call you just to give you a speech. Have you ever been to Dayton? It's really not so bad in the light. I'm just on my way to find you, but I missed the bus last night. And these stories are constellations. That's how I keep looking up. Just sometimes gravity gets the upper hand and leaves me feeling like a stick in the mud. But now my heart it's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through. You know it's troubling most nights. You know it's troublesome most days. It's just how long I will hold my breath when I know what I need to say. I don't want to drown. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through. And I'm flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. It's flooding like a river. Let's build this bridge and see it through.
barking in the morning fog. Maybe a little like a runaway dog. Find me in the mud next to the pond. Got a little bit of money in my pocket, it won't last too long. It's true that money talks, but all I've ever heard it say so long. It's strange to me how I live so long. Brings a couple things to mind, but asking for forgiveness ain't one. Been a month since I mowed the yard, lawnmower wouldn't start. Try as I might, I gotta get to it soon. I'm gonna break the neighborhood's little heart. So I guess I gotta figure it out. I guess I'll have these days. Guess I could pack up, turn over the keys, and again, you know I might just stay. It's strange to me how I live so long. Brings a couple things to mind, but asking for forgiveness ain't one. Tattoo, maybe a sleeve or a sock. Only got the ones I got when I was young. They're kinda funny, but I got what I got. Got me a little bit of guff from the proper people, the religious, you know. To tell the truth, I don't wanna go to some other plane that's got a dress code. It's strange to me how I live so long. Brings a couple things to mind, but asking for forgiveness ain't one, no. Strange, you'll see how sometimes it seems like the pieces that don't fit tight. But in time I've learned to make it alright, and I find it fits just right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cara Louise Band. They get it? Woo!
Bottled down, he's wrecked and man, he's breathing. Thank you. Thank you. What a cool night. What a cool night to be a part of. Thanks so much for having us, guys.
Listen up, assholes. Hawk Shoot 19, Sparkle Carcass. Woo!
All right, thanks, everybody.
"15 miles past the turnpike and a little dirt road running off to the right. Some in the ground don't feel right, and coal miners come home at night. Past the turnpike and a little dirt road running to the right. The back catch a hum with the bee buzz, and I hear the rumble and coal trucks. Darling, you don't sit and stare in the doorway. Just don't feel right. Keep me up at night. Darling, you don't sit doorway in your underwear. Now it just don't feel right. You keep me up at night. 15 miles past the turnpike and a little dirt road running up to the right. Some in the ground don't feel right. Them coal miners come home at night. Out on the sidewalk underneath the red bar light. You know Tommy, he knows Bobby, and Bobby knows just how to get into a fight. It don't matter where we go, 'cause we're all in for a show. We just can't keep our stories straight. It don't matter where we go, 'cause we're all in for a show.
We just can't keep our stories straight.
It don't matter where we go, 'cause we're all in for a show.
We just can't keep our stories straight. We just can't keep our
Story straight.
Hello, hello.
Not yet. There we go. Now we're
Hello.
back. Sorry. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. That was Sparkle Carcass live from the Hogshoot Opry some year. I don't remember. They were really nice folks from Chicago, made their way down. I always love getting hooked up with bands that I probably wouldn't have come across, otherwise. But we always discover some great out-of-towners that we can bring into the Hogshoot Opry. So we look forward to being out at the barn sometime soon. Jake,
I'm hoping for the fall.
yeah, we might be able to swing the fall. We'll see.
I mean, it's outdoors,
Yeah. Well, we'll have some chainsaws and whatnot laying around, though. Maybe we'll do some timber sports of our own out there. I bet Bill would really welcome,
all the help.
some help cutting down some
Indeed.
trees and gathering brush and things. I, in fact, know for a fact that he could use some help doing that when we have our next bonfire. So please come out and join us and do that. That's part of the fun, really, is building that fire, and the satisfaction of seeing it go up in flames is unparalleled. It's such a great time. Can't wait, guys. Well, hey, we'll probably do a little bit more music after this, but I think we have time for one more tarot reading.
We don't
at least.
know tarot.
We don't know tarot. But I think we'll do one more tarot card reading regardless. And so this one, I think, are we sending it out to our special guest and sometime co-host, Mr. Clayton?
Indeed.
Mr. Clax himself, finest steel player around. So Clayton, I've already pre-shuffled this deck. I'm going to go ahead and cut it for you. And we're going to see what the cards hold for you. Mon frère. That's French. On the Duolingo. I have been on the Duolingo, been trying to learn Polish, but that language is difficult. Beyond difficult, Aaron.
Well, you know what? Sometimes love is difficult, but we put in the effort.
What is
when
love?
we care.
Baby, don't hurt me.
All right, Clayton, here you go.
Did I cut the cards already?
You did.
I did. Okay, so the top one is yours. All right. Oops. Looks like we have the 8 of Cups. On this card, let me see if I can't bring it a little bit closer. I can get a better look at on the screen. Seems to be like a red shrouded figure with their back turned to us, and they're walking out kind of towards like a little kind of sea impasse. It seems to be like there's rocky outcroppings just off into the distance, and stacked up, like, I guess on this coast or the beach or whatever, we've got, I'm gonna guess, at least 8 cups stacked up like this. So Aaron, I don't know what even to make of this. It seems a little melancholy. It seems a little bit like, I don't know, walking away. She's giving me just a really kind of distressed look. I don't know where this is going. I don't know if I have a good feeling about it, but we'll see. Aaron, fill me in. I'm dying here.
I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Okay.
Can you cut the deck again?
No.
Leave the card there.
Okay. I'll cut the deck again.
And then pull that card up.
Okay. This is highly unorthodox. We have now the Ten of Wands.
There we go.
This is a guy. He looks like he's working really hard. He's trying. He's like kind of fumbling around, like he's got a bunch, like an armful. You ever do that where you go to? I did this the other day at Meijer. I didn't get a basket, and I kept thinking of things that I needed to grab when I was in there, and I ended up kind of like lumbering around, just kind of really just barely holding on to everything that I had in my arms. And it kind of reminds me of this guy that I see here. He's got 10 wands. They're tall. They're bigger than he is, and he's hunched over. He's doing his best, I think, is the best I can say. But Aaron, what are we doing here? We've got 2 cards. A contrast, perhaps, but
No, so I was hoping for a contrast.
Okay.
But actually, these cards have similar meanings,
okay.
and both meanings seem to suggest taking on of extra responsibility and finding yourself weighed down, exhausted, burnt out.
Sure.
Trying to take everything on at once, even though you know it's adding extra pressure to your daily life. That's basically the summary of both of those cards.
Yeah, that's kind of, so I
So
think
there's
it's
not
definitely
much-
telling us something. Jake says we need more cards for clarification. Should we do one more?
I think we need to
Just
do
to
one
see?
more for the...
Provide
'cause
a little more context
Actually,
on
so
this?
let me give you a perspective here.
Uh-huh.
So I've done some research on tarot reading.
Uh-huh.
So it's not that we don't know tarot, because at this point we're getting very familiar with it. But,
Sure.
So the first card is past.
Uh-huh.
The second card can mean present.
Uh-huh.
And the third card can
Can
mean
be the future. Okay.
That's when you do a 3-card reading.
Oh, I think we've done a 3-card past, present, future once before.
Indeed.
Okay, so I've got a 3rd card here. This is a good one, I think. I think this is a good one for the future. The Ace of Swords. Kind of a big hand
Can you describe
of God.
that for me? Because I can't see it.
Big hand of God kind of descending from a huge gray cloud. It's holding a sword defiantly into the air. At the top is a crown and kind of a laurel or garland or kind of thing draped over it. There's like these lines radiating out, lightning bolts, I think, or fire that seems to surround it. The bottom is just a landscape. We can tell that this is like a really
You're absolutely right.
powerful hand.
The Ace of Swords marks a wave of new energy coming from a past of hardship, from new intellectual realms. You may be on the verge of a significant breakthrough, or a new way of thinking that allows you to view the world with clear eyes. Or you may have a sudden realization or conscious understanding about an issue that has been troubling you. See, this card is a sign of encouragement. It says that your mind is in an expansion mode. You are open to embracing new ideas, craving stimulation, and jump at the next opportunity to learn something new.
Well, okay, I think that's all right,
Absolutely.
think?
And I was feeling grim about the similarity of those first 2 cards, and I obviously hope that those aren't true for a dear friend. But also, we know so many great things about our dear friend, so...
Well, of course, yeah, so... Clayton, I think that's cheerful, and again, we don't know much about tarot, so we stacked the deck perhaps in your favor to try and get a little bit more verification, but I think we can trust this as a reading. Oh, our friend Luna is here to say hello to you as well, Clayton. Luna loves Clayton.
Indeed.
Isn't that a fact? Big fan. So I think that's a good reading, a fun one. I like doing the 3-card. I'm going to have to learn some of the other formats. There's some really complicated ones that I've seen online. Anyway, we're going to play some more music. I don't know what to play anymore. Kind of running out of recommendations and ideas. Let me see if I can't find something.
I would love
Should we
to
just
hear... I would
play,
love
like,
to
roulette?
hear... I would like to hear some Songer if you have a
Oh,
recording.
we can play some Songer, yeah.
I'm
play a
missing Songer
song.
these days,
Let me find one. We have a song of hers called Hickory Wind that I would love to play. So I'm just going to scroll.
If anyone in the chat has heard from Songer recently, please chime in, because I certainly do hope
Yes,
the best.
I would love to see her very, very soon, and I hope that we can all, be seeing each other very soon. Songer and Reedy and the whole gang. I would love to get back to the Loose Cobra to do the Sunday Snake Pit soon. as we possibly can.
Would you like to know a fun fact?
Yes, please.
We are 2 weeks away from March.
2 weeks away from March, yeah.
And at the end of March, it will be April. And in April, we start getting good weather again.
That is true.
So
I
really,
can't
we're
wait.
just a month and a half away from good weather.
It's really hard to believe right now that we're that close to good weather because it is super punishing right now. And you know, I think everybody's feeling kind of down. So, you know, let's bring it up. Let's play a little Rebecca Songer. We'll play a few more songs. And we'll be back here shortly just to kind of sign off for the night. So here we go. Here is Hickory Wind by Rebecca Songer.
In South Carolina, there are many tall pines. I remember the old tree where we used to climb. But now that I'm not I'll always pretend that I'm getting a I started out younger and most everything, all the riches and pleasure. What else could life bring? But it makes me feel better each time it begins. Calling me home, hickory wind. It's a hard way to find out that trouble is real in a faraway city with a faraway feel. But it makes me feel better each
Already together, this doesn't sound right. There's too many roads, there's too many fights. I'll walk right over, I'll give you a hug. We're together again. We were always in love. Ice is gone and the days are gray. I'll be back tomorrow, although I can't stay. My wheels are rolling on in the dawn. I'm coming for you. I hate to move on. I wish I could stay a river all blue. I'll build you a fire and burn for you. We'll ride like lightning or sleep if we want. Never talking of money. Don't have to talk. Windows are open, my pen's on the floor. If you see me now, I'm not me anymore. I still have memories of places and hell. But next to you, baby, all is well. Yeah, next to you, baby, all is well.
Covered malls, covered bridges, shattered cabinets with hand-me-down dishes, wood framed windows and makeshift curtains, granted wishes make for easy burdens. The headlights on the sign reflect quarter mile down, paying respects and they'll be down soon. So high-speed turns and roadside flowers where split seconds convert to long, lonely hours. Kitchen table and open fields and the things that you trust time to heal. Record play won't spin anymore. Grease has been dry since the last Cold War. They'll be down soon. not to share my space. Keep your meals and my interests at heart. I prefer to be alone should I fall apart. Headlights on the side reflect, quarter mile down, paying respects. They'll be down soon. So will the moon. Oh, they'll be down soon. Oh, so will the
Full-on sky, chicken pot moon, self-described consequence it'll all end soon. Good time lights have an omniscient glow, disapproving glance right down the UFO. Is this how Christmas card strangers predicting lackluster doom? Fast food fingers got built this room. Exhausted load means cash crop curfew. The green bean money rejects top hats plenty. Is this how it was? Comfort was a gift. Nothing was expected. No So hoof against the sun, the sun can't set too soon. Feeling like a rooster won't crow till noon. Can't say it makes me all that proud. Early birds sing way too loud. For the horse's mouth pour another drink. You can lead a man to whiskey, but you can't make him think. Find a bar stool on his own, go crying all the way back home. Chase the same damn rabbit around this tree. It's not a habit, it's just another way to be. Keep running around chasing sticks, 'cause you can't teach an old dog tricks. Try and put the foot in the other shoe. What works for me maybe ain't gonna work for you. So don't tell me that I need to quit, 'cause I'm happy as a pig in shit.
my sins in the river. Let them flow downstream. Cleanse my mind of a burden that I laid on me. Dip my sins in the river. Let them flow downstream. Cleanse my mind of the burden that I laid on me.
All right. We are back. That was the Manis Brothers, rare ballad from our St. Louis friends, the Manis Boys. Sure miss seeing those guys around. You can always find them at the Hog Shoot Opera, usually just about every damn year. It's been a while since I've seen them. Hope to see them soon. Whoa! We've got a tipped over boom here. All right, I think we're stable now. I think we're probably going to wrap it up tonight, but I think, Aaron, what do you think? Should we do one more tarot reading for everybody here?
I think we should, and thank you everybody for tuning in to Shoot the Shit here.
Okay, sorry, our mic cut out there for a second, but say again, please give the praise that you were just giving as I goofed up. She was thanking me,
Well,
Dr.
no.
Brad Olson. For...
I was saying thank you for tuning in to Shoot the Shit, and let's give a big shout out to Dr. Brad Olson.
Well, thank you.
And bravo.
Anyway, I haven't been... Bravo. All right, so anyway, I haven't been doing this.
So we're about to give a reading to
And
the
now
masses, to all of our listeners.
To seal off the night, right? This is going to be just to the viewer, you, whoever you may be, wherever you may be, however you might be. This card is for you. We've already shuffled the deck, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. And I always go for center of the deck, but I'm just going to just grab and see what happens. Well, so that's an interesting situation. It just has to go down. It fell to the floor. Cut it again there. Okay. We'll see what we've got. Again, this is just for you. Just, the average listener tuning in. It could be for me. Could be for Aaron. Could be for anybody that's in the chat or watching this later throughout the week. So this is for your week to come. We have the 10 of Cups. So on this card, we see a pretty jubilant looking scene, I have to say. If I was to reach into my SAT word vocabulary deck, I would say that things look pretty jubilant. And we see a couple of people. They're grouped together, probably a man and a woman, I think, and their arms are raised towards the sky. At their feet play two very cheerful-looking children. Off in the distance, we see a quaint little cottage and trees, and arched above their heads are 10 radiant cups. So, Aaron, what does this mean? This has got to be good news, right?
This is great news
I
for
bet.
us all.
Good.
And so really the one key word that I'm finding is divine love.
Divine love.
So the 10 of Cups embodies happiness, joy, emotional contentment, particularly in relationships and family. You've created an abundance of love and happiness in your life, and you now share this love with others, expanding your heart even more. This card appears when you're surrounded by your loved ones, as we are right now.
We are indeed.
Because right now we're all together.
Yeah, we are.
Whoever is here with us is with us.
That's very deep. Yeah.
Indeed.
Very sensitive.
And so this card represents a powerful and deep connection, appreciation and support of others. You help each other reach highest potential. It brings you so much joy to see your loved ones succeed and live happy lives. This card means happy family, suggesting that your family relationships are harmonious and loving right now.
Nice. That's a really good card. I really am, I'm lifted to hear to hear this one to end on the night.
Yeah.
What do you think, Aaron?
I think so too.
Yeah, you just spent some time with your mom last night.
Indeed.
And it was a good time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in a
It
lot of
was a good
ways
time.
to connect. That's so rare these days. And so your mother's been vaccinated now, so you feel a little bit safer about
Absolutely.
being
Well,
around
she
her.
had antibodies.
Antibodies already.
And then she got her second shot yesterday. So
Yeah, well, that's really good news for Dorota. We're all, of course,
we love Dorota.
we love
Demansky
Dorota.
Erdmann.
Demansky Erdmann. Let's play a song just to kind of wrap up our night. We want to say goodnight to everybody first, but I was scrolling through my library and I was looking for songs about like familial love, about what was the word? What was the way that you put it? There was endless, infinite love, something like that. I don't know.
Family
Happiness, divine
love.
And so I was kind of just going through the library, and there's a song that came from the Adam Remnant and his band, who played at the Opry at the Cold One. I think most of us remember the Cold One. If you were there that fall, it was the Harvest Opry. It was super cold. No, it's not waterfowl. I could play some waterfowl. I haven't played any waterfowl. I should play waterfowl. Clayton has mentioned that.
Maybe we can do waterfowl and then that as well.
Well, I'll have to find a good waterfowl song on the Bandcamp. I've got this one queued up. So we'll play Adam Remnant's song, and this one's called Old Oak Tree, and it's about, I think, an old, like, love story about, a couple meeting in this kind of rural, idyllic place, a small town, growing together and growing old together. And I think it's a really sweet song. It's a really catchy one. So we'll play this, and maybe I'll find some waterfowl that we can also play with. So thanks again for joining us tonight. It's been a wonderful Saturday night special tonight. Aaron, thanks for reading the cards and joining us.
And maybe if we're lucky, we can grow old together too.
I hope. Oh, that's so sappy and sweet. Thank you. I hope so.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Dr.
Valentine's Day. Oh, that's true. Hope you all have a happy Valentine's Day. All right, so this song's called Old Oak Tree, and we will see you next week. Bye.
It's called Old Oak Tree. Here's a little song about Bob and Mary. They met under an old oak tree, hitched a ride on a river ferry. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. They wound up here in Ohio on the banks of the Hocking, wide-eyed and full of wonder. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Bob was working, framing homes for the company, nailing up quarters on lumber. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Mary worked hard on the garden, carrots, potatoes, and greens all day long, spring through autumn. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, around that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. Stars were shining with the full moon bright and free. Bob and Mary took to each other. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. 9 months later, Mary's pushing. Out comes a little baby. Within seconds came a second. That surprise second was me. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. that same ferry, escaping the land I come from. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. What's out there beyond the mountains? What's out there beyond the sea? What's out beyond the horizon? Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. Old oak tree, be the death of me. Old oak tree, be the death of me.
Got my steel loaded up with lead. My body sinking low. My hands are half dead. I got my tax paid it to the man. Been paying it for years. I'm taking back my land. Oh, oh, oh. Saddle up, get on nice and neat. Ain't no time to think in my passenger seat. Pedal to the floor, now straight ahead. Ain't no time to talk about your body in my bed. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, and this is gonna be the last letter I write. Putting an end to your worry mind. This is gonna be the last letter I write. Let you know that I made it to the county line. Got the sun is beating on my face. Loaded 2 tons, but barely in its place. I got your song singing in my head. Been singing it for years. I sing it when I'm dead. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, this is gonna be the last letter I write. Putting an end to your worry mind. This is gonna be the last letter I write. Let you know that I made it to the county line. Got your pearls hanging from my hand. The sun is setting high. It's getting hard to stand. I got my steel loaded up with lead. My body's sinking low. My eyes are half dead. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, and this is gonna be the last letter I write. Putting an end to your worry mind. This is gonna be the last letter I write. Let you know I made it to the county line. The county line. The county line. The county line. And I made it to the county line.
Okay. Yeah, try it.
believers, they go westbound 309. They end up in Los Angeles, they lighten up the end of the line. Packing up, shacking up, heading for the Gold Coast, where everyone's believers and the dreamers, they achieve the most. So by good luck, we're gonna fill our cup. We're gonna chase it, try to make it, we're gonna give a fuck.
Thank you.